Hello everyone, my name is Casey and today we're diving into content marketing basics. We're going to go into what it is, why it matters, and how you can implement the basics of content marketing into your own brand so you can start growing easily through your content online. My name is Casey. I'm a social media and marketing expert with 7 years of experience in the industry, and I have been creating content for brands across a variety of industries. And what I have learned is content marketing is truly the key to helping your audience understand your brand message in a way that makes them feel something and actually gives them a humanized reason to relate to you. That's at the core of what content marketing, good content marketing, is supposed to do. So, first off, what is content marketing? It's the strategic creation of and distribution of valuable content. Think blogs, social media posts, podcasts, YouTube videos. It's meant to attract and nurture your audience so that way they can get to know you in a very passive and easy to consume kind of way. That way, your brand can eventually get more sales through all of the brand awareness, all of the brand storytelling that you're doing in your content. And the great part about it is at the core of content marketing is you're not interrupting people the same way you are with ads. Content is meant to be educational and helpful and very valuable. So our content is stuff that people actually seek out on their own. And that's why so many businesses rely on content marketing to generate way more leads at just a fraction of the cost. So why should you care? Well, it's extremely cost effective. There's an initial investment in the creation of the content, but a lot of content is SEO driven, which means search engine optimized. So these keywords are SEO keywords are things that people search for. This means that whenever you produce a piece of content that is SEO optimized and ranks for a specific keyword that your target audience is searching for, it's going to give you a much higher return because that is organic content that you've put out for people to find, not a paid ad that you have given money for it to be shown on that platform. Also, good quality content just builds trust, plain and simple. Whenever you see me here, you can hear my voice, you can hear my tone inflection, you see my face, you start to get to know me more. It builds trust. It lets you know what I'm about, and that's what good content marketing does. That's why it matters. Now there's 5 key ingredients to a good content marketing plan. The first is strategy and audience. You really want to understand what your offer is and who is the type of person that is most likely to be interested in it. Next, you want to figure out which platforms they're most likely to be on. I recommend trying to be on as many platforms as you can comfortably take on. And that's the key part, is you want to make sure you're not overextending yourself with all the content you're trying to create and everywhere that you're trying to be. The next key ingredient is the actual content creation process. Just like I'm doing right now, where I press record on my camera and start talking about what I do, you can do this too. And it doesn't need to be in a long form video like this one here on YouTube. It can be as simple as picking up your phone, talking to the camera, and quickly posting that to Instagram and TikTok. It could also be as simple as recapping your business's lessons learned or goals achieved for the week, putting that in a newsletter, and having that go out to your core audience. There's a multitude of platforms and mediums for content marketing to happen through, whether that be video, photography, graphics, vocals like podcasts. Choosing the platform and therefore the medium that you're going to focus on is huge to the content creation process. So just go with your gut, go with what resonates you and your audience the most, and always focus on quality. Next is SEO. Most Platforms now are driven by search. Coming July 10th, today's July 10th actually. Starting today, Instagram is going to be searchable on Google. So what that means is it's joined all of these other platforms like Reddit, like Pinterest, that have had their content indexed, aka able to be found by search engines like Google and Bing. And now Instagram is having their content put on those platforms for search as well. Which brings us back to my point of SEO and its importance throughout your entire content marketing strategy. On every single platform, you should be focusing on keywords that are optimized for search. What do you think your audience is searching? Create content around those search keywords. Lastly is measurement and optimization. You're not going to get better unless you start putting in those reps, aka putting that content out there and figuring out what works with your audience. So as you start creating your content plan, putting out content that aligns with it, you want to measure what actually resonates. What do people comment on the most? What got the most views? What didn't even make it onto the For You page on TikTok? Analyze what works, double down on what does, and then scale your output based on what you learn. Okay, that was a lot of knowledge, but what do we actually do to put this to use? This is how. First of all, pick your format. Do you like talking a lot? A podcast might be for you. Do you like being able to just quickly pull your phone out of your purse and record a video while you're on your walk or in the car? TikTok might be for you. If your audience is really interested in deep dives of certain niche subjects, and a lot of people like to get in and talk about these subjects and debate them or mull them over with each other, Reddit might be for you. So just choosing the platforms that resonate most with you and your audience, understanding the medium that you need to create in order to get in front of your target audience and get across your brand story in a meaningful way. Pick whatever platform aligns with that. Next is just start getting those reps in. There is no amount of strategizing or thinking or planning that you can do that outweighs literally just practicing and trying and doing it and putting stuff out there. Be willing to feel silly. Be willing to feel like a fraud. A lot of people, when they start creating content, they feel like they are not able to show up as a professional in their field. So getting in those reps and working past those fears is how you're going to be able to get more analytical about what you're creating and not get so emotionally involved in, am I the one who should be delivering this message? Because those are limiting thoughts that we just don't need. We don't need them. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. And that's how you're going to be able to go in, create, learn from what you do, and actually scale your content marketing. That's the secret sauce. That's the key to all of it. So that's content marketing in a nutshell. It really just comes down to the platforms that you want to be on, the medium that you're using to communicate on those platforms, like video, voice, graphics, and aligning your messaging with who you are and who you serve. Congrats, you're a content marketing pro. If you like this and you thought it was helpful, please let me know. I want to start diving into a lot of the tools and processes that I've been using to create brand content that actually converts. So if that's something you're interested in seeing in the future, let me know, okay? Have a great one, you guys. Bye!